good day, and welcome back to the channel. So today's reading is for Capricorn. I really appreciate you all tuning in. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can receive all of the updates and alerts. All right, so we're going to ask Source what it is that we have for Capricorn. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know that if you're interested in any metaphysical products such as bath soaps, lotions, scrubs, you want to work on your chakras, go ahead and shop Shock Therapy for your metaphysical needs. Okay, also if you're interested in participating in our 30-day healing journey, all of the information is in the description below. You can follow us on Patreon so that you can become a part of that. You have to become a part of the Soul Standard tribe in order to participate in that, but we will be committing to 30 days of clean eating. I'm talking about alkaline or vegan, and we will be participating in healing, prayer, and exercise, things like that. That's going to be a complete and total healing program. All right, so if you're interested, all of that information is in the description below, and we are going to get into your reading. Okay, so Source, what do we have for Capricorn? Really tracking down these fears in this season, Capricorn. It's time for us to understand like the things that we're afraid of. It's time for us to understand what our desires are. It's time for us to make a move on it. All right, understanding really what our fears are and understanding what our desires are, so we can make those strides forward that are needed to be made. When we're moving into action, when we've been called to action, we were called to do certain things, right? It's good that we know our opposition as well as our opportunity. All right, and so what Source is wanting you to do, they really wanting you to just look deep inside of yourself, and really gain a true understanding during this period of what your real fears are. All right, so you got to really track down your desires here. All right, you got to really track down your fears as well. And I know you're like, oh no, the reading is starting with fear. The reading is not starting with fear. The reading is starting with you analyzing those fears. All right, you really sitting down with yourself and looking into those things that may scare you away from your dreams and your aspirations. All right, so you have to have that understanding of those things so that you can reflect on it. Because again, we're in a period of reflection, so you can reflect on it and you can journal about those things as well. All right, so tracking down your fears and tracking down your desires. All right, Spirit is also saying that, hey, trust in the unknown. You gotta have faith in a lot of this stuff that you can't see. And sometimes, we get to thinking, and we're thinking so logically that we can't see what's happening in the spiritual. But what Source is saying is like, you are not alone. Like, you're perfectly guided. You're perfectly guided. You're perfectly you're being guided by your guides. You have your team around you. You have your ancestors. So just have faith that all of these things are working together to assist you in whatever it is that you are wanting to do here. Source is also saying that, like, look, they want you to ignite that passion within you. All right, you have this talent, you have these aspirations, and yet it's just sitting there. And they're like, listen, we're ready for it to take off. Just ignite that passion. Just what is it going to take to spark that flame? And that's what they're wanting to happen. They want that flame to be sparked, and they wanted it to take off. So it's time for you to really bring that talent to the forefront in this season. Like, this is the season of opportunity. No one has anything better to do other than to sit around and look at what everybody else has created during this time. And so Source is like, hey, it's your time now. All right, see things from a higher perspective, looking at things different. All right, looking at things from a different angle, thinking bigger. All right, not thinking so small on the matter. So if you have an idea, you have a vision, you want to be a real estate agent, maybe be a property manager. Source is wanting you to really think big. They want you to think expansive on your ideas. Seeing things differently than you would ever see them. And that's going to require you to do a lot of reflecting in order for you to understand, like, okay, I know I'm asking for this number hit a month, but maybe I can aim for this number hit a month. you know, eliminating those limiting beliefs that you have for yourself. Okay? Yeah. Taking charge. Taking full ownership of your life. Taking authority over your life. This is the Lord card. Taking that full authority over your life. Okay? Gaining control of it again. Some of us have lost ourselves. And so what Source is saying, like, hey, you know, I know you felt lost in that moment, but here we are now. And so now it's time for you to take that step forward and move forward and reclaim your life. Claim ownership of your life all over again. Yeah. Autumn card. Definitely time to release. Lots of things are going to have to die. Lots of things are going to have to be gone. So getting rid of the old. And then bringing in some of the new. Making room for the new. And once you release a lot of that old stuff, you'll notice that your load will be lessened. And you'll be able to rest. This will be that period of rest for you. Alright? But really just cutting off those relationships. Cutting off those friendships. Cutting off those, you know, things. Foods. Habits that no longer serve you. Alright? Source is like, it got to go. It has to go. You know, so whatever they are, whatever these things is that Source is wanting to rid yourself of, they're needing to be gone in this season so you can make room for the things that you really desire. Okay? Purity. Yeah. Time for complete and total cleanse here. Number 10. Purity. Okay? Cleansing yourself of all impurities. Cleansing yourself of everything that does you no good in this season. Okay? It's that time. Alright? It's time. It's time for the cleanse. It's time for the release. It's time for the purge. Alright? So just really relieving yourself of all of those things. Anytime you see the purity card, you already know that it's going to come with some kind of release. It's going to come with some kind of cleanse. Talking complete mind, body, and soul cleanse here. Okay? Complete mind, body, and soul cleanse. Complete releases here. Alright? It doesn't come with, you can't hold on to these old things and expect to make room for the new. It's not going to happen like that. Alright? Source is also saying that these fears, there are a lot of fears, illusion of fears that you're having here. Second guessing yourself. Okay? Not thinking clearly here. There's the fear, number 5. Some fear surrounding, you know, where you are in your life. It's like you want to do these things, but there are some fears around these things that you're wanting to do. And so these are the things that Source is wanting to release. Okay? When we was talking about right here where those old things gotta go. Those is part of those old things that gotta go. Those fears have to go. Alright? You're in this period of isolation for a reason. So those fears have to be released. Which is why Source wants you to track down your fears. They want you to understand what they are so that when you approach them again, they don't bother you as much. What's haunting you? Alright? What's haunting you? You have to ask yourself that. And they need to be honored. Your fears need to be honored. And I'm not saying like, oh, your fears need to be honored in a way that you need to just focus on them all the time and let them scare you. No, they need to be honored so that you can know how to move past them. You're really going to have to reflect on these fears. Because if the fears are not dealt with, they're going to consume. And so you don't want the fears to consume you. And that's why Source just wants you to, you know, like take a real deep look at yourself. And take a really deep look at the things that scare you. Okay? Resurrection. Okay, this Chrome resurrection. So, it's like a new person is going to emerge. It's like you're going to be like a whole new person emerging here. Once you release these fears. Once you release these fears, you're going to be unrecognizable. Okay? Things are going to change for you quickly. It's like a new life is forming after that. So your fears, your limiting beliefs, your fears and your limitations are like your biggest downfall, it seems. It's like that's the only thing. Here you're needing to cleanse, you're needing to purify and reflect on those things of your heart. Alright? Reflecting, looking at things, searching your soul for things. After you search your soul, here you track down these fears. Boom, hunting down your fears. Honoring these fears, understanding these fears so that you can know how to get past them. And then boom, crow resurrection. Once you figured out how to get past these things, then like you like born again. You like born anew. You renewed. You're having this emotional change. That's what's happening. Once you eliminate these fears, you are having this different outlook, this different perspective, different perception here. So it's like, this is why this is so important, because fear is stopping you from trusting, fear is stopping you from igniting your passion, and fear is stopping you from seeing things on an expansive level, like sacred law. Looking for some balance here. I hope y'all can see that. Looking for some balance here. Okay, it's going to this is requiring balance. Okay, this sacred law, right? Well, let me give y'all numbers. So purity is 10, fears is 5, and then the sacred law is look like it's 8. Roman numeral 8, okay? So with this sacred law, what's happening here? Balance. Things are coming into balance for you. Things are changing. Rules are changing. Things, situations are changing, right? Whatever it is that you was concerned with, source is saying that it's going to balance itself out. It's going to work itself out. Okay, you're going to be able to navigate all of that more easily. This sacred law, this is teaching you how to establish healthy boundaries. How to trust, okay? How to find solutions. It's like all of these things are going to change. And what source is saying is like, don't compromise who you are. Don't compromise your truths in any of these situations. All right? But this is once a lot of these things unfold, it's going to really help you navigate. It's going to be able to help you navigate. You're going to really understand. Like, I know you're like, oh my goodness, like what? You're going to really understand who you are once you work on this, on these limited beliefs and these fears. And that's what that sacred law is confirming. Once you resurrect, a lot of things are going to come into balance. a lot of things are going to come into balance. A lot of things are going to start to make sense. You're going to be a whole different person. Just don't compromise who you are. Alright? It's easy to shift over to the shadow side. Alright? Source, what else do you have for Capricorn? Yeah, gotta take those first steps, Capricorn. Number 12. It's time to make some moves. Move it in different directions. Begin to take those first steps. Everything about this journey is about you taking the necessary steps. But it's not going to change until you take the steps necessary. Be gentle with yourself. 20. Be gentle with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. When you receive the messages, take your time with them. Take your time with the messages that you receive. It's all going to unravel the way it needs to. Just take time with yourself. Don't force anything to happen. And honor what you're feeling. What is it that you're feeling here? Honor it. You know what you feel. That's what Source is saying. Like, you know exactly what you feel. So don't ignore what you're feeling. Spirit, what else? It's like it's like right now you're in this space where you're trying to balance things out. You're trying to juggle a lot here. You're trying to juggle it all out. And keep your sanity at the same time. And so it's just like, you know what you feel. And a lot of these feelings are fear-based. Source, what else? So, really tapping into this energy here. Tapping into your high priestess energy. Honoring your divine feminine energy. And divine feminine energy, it can be in the masculine and the feminine. It doesn't just have to be feminine. And I'm talking about balance here. Alright? But some of us are not honoring our feminine energy. And so we're needing to honor this. And this is, a lot of this is going to be, it's going to be helpful in this journey. It's going to be helpful in your teachings as well. And it looks like, you know, speaking out for yourself, utilizing your throat chakra here. But really embracing this energy, all right? Really embracing this high priestess energy. True love. So what's happening here is like there's going to be a love for self. All right, a love for self, a love for you. And the universe is providing this love. And this love could come in any form here. But the universe is providing you with this unconditional love here. And like this is what you've longed for. This is what you long for. And so Source is like, you're going to have this love. This love has to first be found within yourself. And this golden opportunity is coming from, this golden opportunity is coming as well. Okay, so you got this opportunity that's coming. It's important. And so this is what Source is trying to prepare you for. They're preparing you for this opportunity so you could be in a position to receive this opportunity. You have to be in a position to receive this opportunity. And in order to be in a position to receive this opportunity, it's going to require that release and that tracking down of the fears. I know you're like, oh, you just beating a dead horse. I'm not beating a dead horse. I'm not trying to, at least. This same cards coming. It's like they really want you to get this message. Like this is a message that they really want you to get. Alright, so what else do you have? I want to know what it is that Capricorn needs to heal. Let's see. Home. Home needs to heal. Home could represent you. Home could represent your temple. 35. That's your number. But home needs to heal. Something within the home needs to heal. Whether it's love. The way home is right now. Home could be in disarray. Or it could be your home, your temple. But healing is required at the home. Self-love. See? Okay, yeah. So this is a personal home. Self-love. 24. You have to love self. And in order to love self, like in order to receive love from anyone else, you have to love self. So love outside of yourself is going to be determined by how much you love and value yourself. Okay? So it's going to be determined by that. How much do you love and value yourself? So you're really going to have to sit down and do a lot of reflecting on this. What about me needs to change for home? What is not going well within the home? Is it my family? Is it my kids? Is it my significant other? Is it me? Is it my temple? And then with self-love, what is it about me that I need to work on? How do I overcome this feeling of self-worth and this and that? It's going to take some time, but this reflection is needed, okay? Ooh. The alchemy. The alchemy. This is like this new understanding of yourself. Okay? 25. This is like this new understanding of self and your desires and the alchemy. Looking at things on this physical, this spiritual, and this scientific way. Like your understanding of this is going to need to be worked on. Because so it's like you get it, but I don't want to say. I just don't know no other way to put this. It's like you get it, but you're not getting it. And so you need to do more of this. You need to practice more of this. Looking at the 7 laws of Tahuti. You know, understanding the laws of nature. Looking into the Kabbalion. Like you have to understand this stuff. Like you have to make sense of all of this stuff. In order to fix it. In order to know what you need to fix. But it's definitely part of reclaiming your life. Starting over, getting a better understanding of self. Getting a better understanding of spirituality in itself. Okay? So home, self-love, and alchemy. Y'all, spirit gonna make me put this reading out anyway. It's a very telling reading, and it's so good. Like it's like the whole answer is here. It's like the whole answer is here. And while this may not be the most what do you call that when it's like, y'all know I don't know that much good English words, but it's not the nicest reading. I wouldn't say the nicest. That's not even a good word either. It's not the reading that you want to hear, but it's the reading that you need to hear. And this reading is really just telling you to conquer your fears and release these things that don't serve you in your life, so that you can become the new person that you desire to be. Because you can't keep carrying on like this. This is going to lead, these fears are going to lead you nowhere. Spirit, what else? It's the waiting game, too. It's waiting on you. You may feel like you're walking in circles, but they're just waiting on you. It's all on you. All of this. It's like you gotta have to get out of your head and work this thing through, but it's all on you, Capricorn. So that's pretty much it. If you guys want the extended version of this reading, go ahead and follow me on Patreon, and I will talk to y'all later.